Hey, it's fun to see you. Well, not really see you. You can see me. I found an egg again. They're just hidden everywhere 'cause I love Easter. So fun. This one says, is this just fantasy? Is this just fantasy? Going a landslide, no escape from reality. I think probably some of you want to escape from this reality. Being at home with your family this much might be a little much, um, but it'll be done soon enough. In the scheme of your really, really long life, this is like this much. And I hope today that you can find something to be grateful for, whether it is sleeping in a little bit. I'm actually pretty happy about sleeping in, um, or spending some time with your family that you don't normally get to instead of running around. So I'm hoping that you have a great time today, and instead of showing you the screen recorder, I'm going to show you your rubric. So today, I just want to go through your rubric. Today you're going to work on your slideshow, so I'm going to go through that and your labs and your post tests. And if you have questions, please, please, please email me. So here is your rubric for your slideshow, which is due next week, Wednesday. We're going to start to do presentations for those. So it's not due till Wednesday night at 11:59, but honestly, um, just finish it this week and then sign up for a Zoom chat with me on Wednesday if you have it done. So you have until Wednesday at 11:59. So if you sign up for a Zoom chat on next week, Wednesday, with me, it'll be like 5-10 minutes. Just make sure your slideshow is done. So this is a rubric. You're choosing a company. It doesn't really matter what company you choose, obviously something that you can research. And then you're going to research 3 functions of marketing that relate to that company. Sorry, I just ate, and that's going to make me cough. um, so I just need to tell you too that I change my mind on stuff all the time. So if you see one thing written and then you see in the same context something different written, can you just email me about it? It happened this morning. Somebody emailed me right away. Thank you so much. And thanks to the couple of you that are up super early um, who catch me when I make mistakes because I'm just kind of swimming through this. So I make mistakes all the time. And so thanks for being patient with me. So you're going to be doing Zoom with me or FaceTime if you have internet issues, and you can sign up on the lesson plan today. You can do it in a small group, like a few of you want to do it together just so you're not so alone, that's totally fine. Or you can just do it one-on-one with me, that's fine. It's going to be pretty casual. And my purpose in doing this is for you to research a few functions of marketing that you're not super familiar with. Actually, one of them you said you are. And normally what we do is do this in a big group, well, 5 or 6 people, and then you research all of the functions. So on the resources page, which is also in that lesson plan, you'll notice today I put some examples of the project. Oh, I think I put them in the wrong spot. That's okay. So there's 2 here. I need to fix this because this is where the rubric's supposed to be. And they are with large groups or larger groups. So just know that yours will be a little bit different than that, but it'll give you the gist of it. So on your slideshow, if you've not had me for a class before, I recommend that you try something different. Try Slide Carnival or Slides Go versus Google Slide for just a little bit more variety. There's a lot of great templates. Your slides need to be about 6 by 6. So no more than about 6 bullets down, no more than about 6 words per bullet. The exceptions would be like a definition or imported visuals that have lots of words on them. So I'll show you another example of one soon, my Sarah Letcher folder of great presentations. I can show you those. So if this, let's just pretend this was your slide, you would copy and paste all of your information down into the slide notes, and then you would just have a couple words. Like this bullet for this information might just say Zoom or FaceTime. This one might say style, presentation, and this one might say slideshow. But all of your details should be down in the speaker notes. So you definitely don't want to have a ton of information on your slides. Sorry, I just messed that up. I'll fix it. Okay, so in your slideshow presentation with me on Zoom, you're just going to introduce yourself. I just want to know a little bit of information about you, your background. And if you want to include the company logo and a picture, that's super helpful. And then you're going to include the 3 functions that you're assigned to on the doc. So by the time you do your presentation, I just want you to know it. I want you to know it. So do as much research as you can on that function. Look at different aspects of it just on the company that you're researching. Remember, I showed you yesterday, there's some resources on here for each of the functions. They're in Canvas. You could just Google them. You could ask your parents about them. So I just want you to, when you're presenting, to not read the information, but I want you to actually like know it and be able to explain it. Use some marketing terminology, and you can just write that as you're going through the laps. Write down some terms that might be useful to you. So not things that we normally say, but things that you're learning because you're talking about marketing. So you're going to do function 1, function 2, and function 3. They're all pretty much the same on the rubric. At the end of your presentation, I should say there's a bonus. Sorry, this is stuck. Bonus if the video that you include demonstrates the function and the company. So like I think Starbucks has a little bit of information. One of the examples that I pasted on the resource pages from Starbucks, so don't do Starbucks. If you do Starbucks and you've already started, that's fine. Just don't use the same information that the other presenter had on their example. Um, After you show your 3 um, functions, then just do a quick summary. Like today I talked about the 3 functions of marketing and have a clear understanding of all the aspects. The most interesting part of my research was blah, blah, blah. Do you have any questions? So that's your summary. I'm going to check spelling and grammar. The visuals were appropriate. Just make sure that we can see them and that they make sense with the content. The slideshow words should be at least 24 point. If they're a little smaller, that's not a big deal. And then I can just hear you. So I would use headphones or earbuds. If you don't have great internet service, can you just let me know that, because that's really a struggle for sure. And then overall impression, it's 22. This will be a summative assessment. On the bottom of the rubric, I gave you some vocabulary that you can use, but then I want you to look as you're reading through the lab slides, any resources on Canvas. Just use marketing terminology that you don't normally use. So something that's out of the ordinary for you. And that's it for today. I hope you have a really great day. Remember, this isn't a fantasy, it's just a really crazy part of your life, and you are part of history right now. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.